I'll take a couple of questions. And how do I modify the contour label? So Eric, you asked a question about a contour label style. It's like 100. Yes, if you have the Civil 3D nightmare of styles from hell, as I call them, you will have things like a contour label at 100. We can show you how to do that real quick here, since it's a fast change. Let me get rid of the layer dialog box. And remember, we applied to this feature those elevation labels. And you'll see they're asking you using masking devices, right? And you'll notice that what I'm selecting when I select this guy, right click, is a contour label line property, right? And I need to move some stuff out of my way here. And here's the style, right? So we have an EX major style that we're actually employing there. We can actually change these, by the way, and let's do, a box major. So you get little boxes, circles, and we supply all that kind of stuff. But your question is about value inside a style inside Civil 3D. Where is that done? And we'll hop over into the tool space, and it was a label style. And here's our EX major. We can tell it's in use right now because of the little reference guy. And we can edit this style. Good idea, don't edit styles in use. We probably want to make a copy of it. Where that is you'll have a component. There are different kinds of components, and you can see this has a value. It has a name. This is the default name that Civil 3D uses for surface contour values. And in its contents, right, is the surface elevation. And you'll see there a whole, if we leave the mouse alone, and you have the tooltip, you can see there's a set of codes in there. So the label style composer is another key box you need to understand Civil 3D. And now we're going to go into the label component editor. And here's our surface elevation. And this is like a little text box. You must select that guy over there, right? And you will see now it reflects the values over here. And if I want precision to the nearest tenth on my contours, right, I select the precision value I want and pump it over here, and one of the codes will now change from P0 to P1. And say OK. And if I look here, I now have 10 contours to the nearest tenth, which is not what I want. So I'm going to so then I'd hit apply here, and if I wanted to change it, let's go over that again. So if you want to change things, you need to get into the component editor, select the value. You have a whole bunch of properties on surfaces, so I can even put the surface name on here onto the contour if I wanted to, right? And typical one we want is we only want one digit. Say OK. Now we'll be back to P0. So say OK. Hit the apply button. Say OK, and voila, no change to my contour, but we saw how to change it. That helped you out, I hope, Eric. And you might want to give us a call, ask about how Jumpstart can help you in more ways dealing with the challenges of engineering design in the current times.